Hey, I'm Mars Baby. Shout out to Sports Scene and for Weekend Turn Up for having me. It's a dope forum. And big shout out to Adidas for the fit. I've always been involved in music in various ways. I think I really got into it maybe around like grade 5 or something. I started singing in a choir. And I had a lot of teachers who kind of took an interest in me and pushed me because I never really felt like I could sing, but they were like, nah, you can sing. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try sing. I didn't make a conscious decision to be like, okay, now I'm gonna sing. I just make a song every day, and sometimes I sing on it and sometimes I don't. And then that's the song that I really kind of connected with and that Lord Kiz also connected with, and she thought it was pretty dope, so she laid some vocals on it as well, and it came together as like a very cohesive thing. So it just felt like a nice polished product that I was really trying to put out. But I wouldn't confine myself just to being like a singer-songwriter, because I'm also a producer and I'm also about like textures and ambience and weird stuff as well. Mars Baby, it's kind of a play on words in that way. And then the other one is I'm an Aries, and so that sign is ruled by Mars. And so I'm a little Mars Baby, basically. It wasn't a big decision, you know, I didn't take a lot of time because, you know, this is where the opportunity was and this is where a lot of stuff is happening for me. So as soon as I got the offer, basically, I was like, okay, let's do it. You know, it took maybe 5 minutes. So yeah, I have stayed in Joburg before and I really love Joburg. Like, I love the energy here, but I haven't had a chance to like connect with the people I know here and all of that stuff. So it's mainly just been a space of, you know, sorting out things, getting settled, and then creating, and I've just been creating a lot. I'm in a good space right now because I'm surrounded by a lot of artists that I really enjoy working with. And I'm also in a space where there's a lot of artists that I don't necessarily want to like make my music with, but I want to make music for them. You know what I mean? I want to produce for them. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. Like, I can do a lot of producing and a lot of my own stuff, and I have the space to do it here. Whereas in Cape Town, I was like staying with my mom and, you know, all of this other stuff. My mom doesn't want rappers in her house. I mean, my mom was really excited for me, which I was surprised by, because I'm still like studying and everything. Like, I'm just doing it remotely. I'm studying in Cape Town, but I'm just doing it over email. So she was really supportive. I mean, it's a big opportunity for me. She's always been supportive of my music. I think she's also pretty stoked to like have her own space. You know what I mean? She's already moved my room into like a home office and everything. I study English and film, so both of those are kind of storytelling mediums, and I like to tell stories in my music as well. And, you know, sometimes I'll just be like doing an assignment, like reading a book or watching a movie, and then I'll get an idea for a song. Or, you know, sometimes it'll just be like an image, and then that kind of pops into my head, and then I just start playing guitar or something like that. It's all connected. I created Porcelain during lockdown in Cape Town, in my bedroom. That's where I made the beat and I played the guitar and I did my vocals. And it was just, you know, when you're in lockdown, when you're in isolation for a long period of time, you kind of reflect on things that have happened in the past. So it's sort of about, you know, like when you're in high school and you really have a crush on like, you know, another person and they're just like, nah, you know, but you're close with them, you know what I mean? So it's all good. That's basically the vibe of the song. And I was basically reflecting on times in my life where I felt like that. I wouldn't say that it's about one person in particular, but about that feeling. So then when I made that song, I just kind of let it sit and I kept making things after that. And then I generally send like a couple of my songs to Lord Kiz just for like feedback. And that song specifically stuck out to her. Before she laid her verse on it, I was not gonna drop it. But with the addition of her verse, it just became like a complete thing and it became beautiful. So I was like, okay, this is the one. I mean, Porcelain has been out for a while. It's been doing pretty good. Like, it's probably my most successful track to date. So I think I'm just gonna let that song sit, maybe do some visuals for it. That would be really cool. Yeah, drop a little video. And then I have another single coming out within you know, the next couple of months, weeks. I don't have an exact time, but I'm really excited about that one also. It's a bit more up-tempo, a bit more of a bop. And yeah, I mean, right now is, like you said, it's a bad time for gigs, but it's a good time to create because you're just sitting all day. So I've created a project that I will share at some point, and I'll share more details about that at some point, but we're just busy refining the small things on that, and then hopefully that lands at some point this year. I think the main thing for me would be I used to make all of my stuff just in my room by myself. I would mix it, I would master it myself, and then I would put it out myself. And the difference with Porcelain is that I had like a really dope team behind me, and I had Kez on the track, and I had Odie master it. So it came out a lot more polished. The execution of everything was a lot more polished, and like I'm very grateful to have that team supporting me. Yeah. The person that really first put me on to like songwriting in a hectic way is Ross Dawkin. He's the bassist for Beatenberg. He was my guitar teacher when I was in high school. So he taught me a lot about guitar, but he also gave me like production software, and he said, do this and that and that, and I used to send him drafts and things like that. So he's the one who really got me pushing into like recording myself. And as of now, I would say like my manager Vaughan has been a big help to me. He's been guiding me a lot. He's been making a lot of behind the scenes moves that have helped me to excel. Yeah. I really just want to make things that I really enjoy, and that other people can enjoy, obviously. But I want to make long projects that I'm proud of, that make people feel something. And then when I've done that for a while, I'd like to help other people do that. You know what I mean? So maybe take on more of a behind-the-scenes role, help push up other artists, because I think like I've been given a really cool opportunity here, and I would really like to give somebody else that opportunity in my life and give somebody mentorship and advice and teach them things like that. Tell me how you left your last boy there. Pull me close into your feet. Probably just trust your gut, you know, because I've known for a long time what I want to do with my life, and it seems like I'm only now getting around to it, but I could have done that years ago. And I'm happy with the way things turned out, but you know, I've gotten to the point I am now, and I'm happy with where I am now because I have followed like my intuition and the things that make me happy, basically. You know that thing like, follow your bliss, that thing. I would say that.